Hey, what's up, guys? This is Chris. Hope everybody's doing all right this Friday evening. I have got a requested review tonight, and I'm going to go ahead and do that for you guys. This review is going to be of the Fury Reloaded build from the Spins TV crew. So we're going to take a look at that. I'm going to actually show you guys how to download it and install it. As always, before we begin, I would definitely want to give a quick shout out to all you guys that are subscribing. Thank you guys so much. We're edging closer and closer to the 10K mark. And like I said, I would never thought in my wildest dreams that we'd be here at this point. So thank you guys so much. And if this is your first time watching a video, definitely click on the link below. Hit subscribe for me. And also click that bell. That way you guys are notified of any new videos that I release or come out with. And that definitely may be something you want to think about, because I have a contest that's coming up here as well in the next week or so. And part of that contest is going to be actually watching the videos, and you have to be a subscriber to be able to win. So definitely keep that in mind. And again, thank you guys for all the love and support. I truly appreciate it. All right, so Fury Reloaded. This build is a build that will work perfect with any device. The gentleman that requested it actually tried it out, loved it, sent me an email, said, hey, Chris, you want to try this out? And, of course, lo and behold, I was actually going to do it last night, but I ended up going with the Grinny build. So we're going to go ahead and do another one tonight. And like I said, this one's going to be another video for you guys that are FIRESTICK users. It's very simple, very basic, very easy to navigate. So let's go ahead and get started, and then we'll show you guys about this build. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, as always, we're going to start out with a fresh Kodi 17.3. All right. You always have to start out at that default, guys. All right. It makes it so much easier. All right. So the first thing we're going to do once we're in the build is go up to the gear. We're going to go ahead and click enter. And then we're going to scroll to system settings. We're going to go ahead and click enter. And then we're going to scroll all the way down to add-ons. We're going to click to the right. And then we're going to scroll down twice to unknown sources. Here you're going to go ahead and click enter. That's going to bring up your warning box, and it's just your standard warning. So once you see that box, you just want to go ahead and hit yes, and that way you'll be able to download the build and any add-ons if you want. All right, so once you've got that clicked on, then you want to back up once. You want to scroll down to File Manager. All right, here's where we're going to put our URL in so that we can actually get our source. So in order to get the source, we have to go down to Add Source. We're going to go ahead and click that. Then we're going to scroll down, or if you're already on there, all you have to do is push enter. And then bear with me, guys. I'm going to type this out. And it has to be typed out just exactly the way that I type it out, okay? That's the key here. All right, it's going to be repo.stvmc. Okay, I'll give you guys just a second to type that out. And then the last part is .net. Okay, so everybody got that? repo.stvmc.net. And then you can go ahead and put your / there. Don't necessarily have to, but you can. All right, once you've got it entered, go ahead and hit OK. Now we have to name it. All right, some of the URLs already have the / and then they have the actual extension on there. But in this case, we don't, so we're going to go ahead and name it. So for this purpose, we're going to go ahead and name it .spins, as in the Spins TV crew. Okay, now these guys are still going strong. They had several members leave, and basically they formed the Misfit Mod. So now you've got the Spins TV crew, and then you've got the Misfit Mods crew, and these guys both are just blowing it up. They've got the top builds out there, which is awesome. So that can't be viewed as a bad thing. All right, so now we've got .spins in there. That's your URL source. So once you're confident that that is correct and that will work, you backspace twice. Now you're going to scroll all the way down to add-ons. Go ahead and click enter. Then you're going to scroll up to the install box, or the little box that looks like it's open. Go ahead and click enter. And then we're going to scroll down to install from zip file. Go ahead and click enter. Then you're going to scroll down to .spins, which is what we named it. Go ahead and click enter. And then down, enter. Okay, we're going to give it a second. If you want to hit my add-ons and then backspace, the box came up before I could actually get there, but usually it would say currently downloading add-ons, and then the box would pop up that says its add-on has been installed, and then that currently downloading section will go away, just like it has now. All right, so if you guys need to go off and do something, then you come back, you'll know that it has been downloaded. All right, so now that we've got that in there, now all we have to do is go into install from repository, scroll down to Spins TV, scroll down to program add-ons. Now you got two options here. You want to go the one that's in the blue, the wizard. Okay, go ahead and click enter, and we're going to go ahead and install it. Okay, it's going to do its thing, and then you'll know it's installed because it says add-on installed at the top, and it also has the check mark. All right, once you see that, the box for the wizard will pull up. You just want to hit continue. Okay, you're going to have another box pull up, and you can either ignore that or you can select build menu. We're going to go ahead and select build menu because we can go into the menu item there. Now, if you go back to the main screen, go into add-ons, program add-ons, then it'll take you into kind of like a maintenance build. It'll have like the maintenance section. If there's a section for APK installers, it'll have that there. It'll have your build option, so on and so forth. But this automatically, if you do it the way that we did it today, it will automatically take you into the builds that they offer. All right. So as you can see, you got Premium Light Krypton, you got Spins TV Fury Reloaded, you got the Spins TV Fury Reloaded Link 2.3, you've got the Spins Reborn, the Spins TV MV Krypton Beta, and then you've got your Jarvis Spins TV MV as well. All right, so it doesn't really matter which link. You can pick link 1 or 2. All right, so we're going to go ahead and click link 1, and we're going to go ahead and click enter. Then we're going to go down to standard install. Now, if we did not have a fresh Kodi and we had another build on there and you came to this build menu, then you would hit fresh install, because then that would basically take off the build that's on there and it would place the new build on there. And that's why they really call it fresh install. Standard install is just a standard install. It's already a fresh Kodi, so you're just going to do a regular download on it because we don't need to take anything off. All right, so now we want to go ahead and hit standard install and go ahead and hit enter. The box is going to come up, says, would you like to download? And you hit yes, install. Okay, and we're going to give it a little bit of time to download here, guys. Yeah, it looks like the internet is running extremely slow today, or there's probably a lot of people in this link. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit cancel, and then backspace, and then we're going to try link 2, see if it goes any faster. So you just have to hit enter again, go down to standard install, and go ahead and click enter. Once again, the box is going to pull up and hit yes, install. Okay, there you go, guys. You can see it actually loaded a lot faster that way. Okay, so the download has already gone through. Now it's installing. Now, keep in mind, if there's something that you guys want to see or want me to do a review on, you guys, sometimes that'll help me out. I try to do the top trending builds out there, and it's based on a week-by-week basis, obviously, and the amount of downloads that the build has, and so on and so forth. But if there's something that you guys want to see, definitely send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to do the review, okay? Now, there is one particular build that I cannot do a review on, and unfortunately, I would have to pay the fees involved in that, and then, then there's a lot of blanking out, and I don't particularly want to do that. It makes it harder, and really, there's no way that you can actually download the link if I, blank everything out. So, I want you all to be able to download and try these things and see if it's a build that you really want. To me, I know the developers are trying to make money, and definitely if you guys want to support them and help them out, by all means do, because they're doing this for you guys, and they're making everything free for you guys. But, we don't want to take away from their money as well, so that's a key. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'll do research. So if there's a particular build that you want to see, just send me an email. Let me know, that you want to see it. And I prefer that you send it via email, and then that way we can kind of talk about it. Just like today, I got an email and said that I should do this one because they really liked it. So you can thank one of the subscribers for that. All right, so once it's done downloading, you just have to go into force close. That's going to take you back out to your main menu, whatever device that you have. And then you just want to go right back into Kodi. All right. Always, when a build first loads, you want to make sure that you give it at least 3 to 5 minutes. Unless you have a very, very fast internet, and like my device is really good. I have an NVIDIA Shield, and it seems like it doesn't buffer very much at all. And is pretty quick responsive. So with the amount of space that it has and everything else and the great internet that I have, I don't really have to wait that long. But you want to make sure that obviously the build menu downloads, all the skin shorts downloads, and go through that first, okay? You don't have to wait for all the add-on updates and everything like that to do its thing. But you definitely want to make sure the wizard clears the packages and goes through that process, and then downloads anything that it needs to download. If there's skin shortcuts or anything like that, you definitely want to wait for that, okay, guys? So as you can see right off the bat, you've got the power button down in the lower left corner. Okay, you've got your weather, and you've got your time and date. Okay, I'm on Eastern Standard Time, so there's my Eastern Standard Time. You can always make adjustments to that. And the one great thing about this build is right off the bat, you can see it's nothing really flashy. It's very basic, but it has a lot of add-ons, guys, and we're going to show you that. All right, so keep in mind, this is updated version 2.3. All right, so the very first box that you see is the search box. All right, you can click search, and I just want to make sure that you guys are aware that all the build the menus, the sub-menus, things like that all work, okay? So that's our intent when we do these build reviews, all right? So right off the bat, you can hit search, and let's type in a movie that I like, all right? Or something that is easily accessible here. So let's go ahead and try Taps. That was one of Tom Cruise's very first movies. So we type in Taps, and then we go down to Done. Go ahead and click Done. All right, and then it's going to tell you, do you want to search via movies, or do you want to look through movies tracked, TV shows? Well, we know it's a movie, so we're just going to go back, and this is a search through metallics. All right, so we're going to go into Taps Movie Search. And right off the bat, there it is, guys. So that shows you how quick this build actually downloaded that movie. Now, I did one last night on the Granny build, and it took forever, never came up, so I had to backspace out, and then I had to try another movie. But you can see right off the bat, that taps, and that's a movie that was back in '81, so it's not a fairly new movie. It was a great movie for its time, but the fact is, this build pulled it up in a split second. All right? So just remember that. And you can do the same for, obviously, TV shows as well. All right? So underneath the search menu, you've got Search All, you've got Covenant, you've got Elysium, you've got Poseidon, you've got Specto, Bob, Duckpool, Flixnet, Release Hub, UK Turks, YouTube, Wolfpack. So you've got all those search options under the movie add-ons. So let's go into Covenant, since it's one of the newer ones. All right, and we're going to, this time, look up a TV show. Okay, so let's do Knight Rider. All right, now I can't remember if it's spelled K Knight. So let's try Knight Rider. I honestly cannot remember. That's awful. And then Rider. Okay, keep in mind we're actually looking at TV shows. All right, so once we're done, just hit done. All right, and it may be actual KN. Lord have mercy. Let's go into TV shows. And it would help if I spell it right. For some reason, I don't think this is right either, but Lord, it's been so long since I've actually looked at this. We'll look at another one if this doesn't pull up, because I'm probably just not spelling it right. Oh, there you go. So it tells you right there that I did not type it in right, but there you go. It gives you the synopsis, the rolling synopsis, and it also gives you the actual TV show. If you click on that, there you go. You got season 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and in each season, you've got your episode list. Once again, in each episode list, it gives you the episode. It gives you the date that it was actually released, the minutes, the end time. So if I played it right now, it would end at 8:16 p.m. How cool is that? And it gives you a synopsis of each actual episode. So that is pretty freaking awesome, guys. I love that. All right. So we're going to go ahead and back out of that. All right. Then we're going to go into, let's go into Elysium, just to make sure that you guys know that you can search any of these and shouldn't have any issues at all. So this time we'll go into movies. All right. And let's type in Splash. That's the first thing that came to my mind. This was with Tom Hanks, I believe, and Daryl Hannah. So we're going to go ahead and hit enter. And there you go. Gives you the synopsis. It was a movie back in '84. It gives you the amount of runtime and when it ends if we were to watch it right now. Plus you get the fan art in the background. So that is pretty darn awesome. Now let's say you don't like this particular view, okay? All you have to do is scroll down, and then you get the scrolling box there. Okay, so you can actually scroll that way. And if you scroll further down, you get options. And then right beside that, I'm highlighting it for you, is sort by sending. All right, so let's go back to options. I'm going to click enter. And as you can see, you've got view posters right now. But if you click enter, you can change it to a list or posters. All right, if we change it to a list, all you have to do is right click, and there's your list. Right there, guys. All right, and all we have to do is hit enter. And there you go. It's going to load your sources up for you. Now, if you've watched my How to Master Kodi video, you can see that on these builds with tool menus, you can go in and actually take the providers out that, like this, in this case, Go Movies was slowing the whole process down. You can take that out and you can set it to auto load, and it would auto load whatever the best quality source is. All right, so just keep that in mind. And that was from Elysium. And you also have Poseidon, Specto. So we can go into Specto, do the same thing. You can search via people or TV or movies. All right, same options there. So a lot of great choices there, and you can do that with any of these add-ons. All right. All right, so let's go up to the other menu, the main menu, and we're going to scroll over to movies. All right. If you click on movies, you get the movie database. All right. Now, I love the movie database. I love how it works. So let's say we want to view War of the Planet of the Apes. All right. It brings up the extended info mod. Now, if you guys have not seen the extended info mod, this is amazing because, once again, with the extended info mod, you can play it directly. If you play it directly, it's going to give you options. You can play it through Direct, Elysium, Bob, Flixnet, iStream, Specto. All right. You can play it that way. You can actually go up this way and you can play it. All right. So you can select any of the sources that you want to play it from or add-ons. You can actually add it to the library. You can play it through Metallics. You can go into settings and change that. You also have the other related movies with the newest version of the Planet of the Apes. All right, so keep in mind these are the newer movies, not the old movies that were back in the 70s and 80s. You also have recommended movies that the movie database feels like are very similar to this movie. So if you like, say, War of the Planet of the Apes, you would probably like these particular type of movies as well. You also have related movie lists. You have the official videos. You have YouTube videos. You have cast. So let's say you wanted to see another movie that Steve Zahn was in. All right. So you can actually pull up his information, and it's going to show all the movies or TV shows, if he's in any TV shows, which he was. It's going to show all of those that he's in. It's going to have YouTube videos of him. It's going to have his artwork, fan art, and all kinds of good stuff, guys. So that's pretty freaking awesome. I love the extended info mod. All right. Now, the other thing is, if you long press the select button, you can play it from there. All right. So if we want to hit play, all right, we're having Metallics error right now as far as playing goes. But if you go back in and long press the select button, you can actually add it to your library, or you can watch the trailer. So anything that you add to your library is going to show up into your library. You can do that via TV shows, or you can do that via the movies as we're in here now. So if we left click, then go ahead and hit enter, it's going to change it over to our TV show list from the movie database. All right. So once again, you can long press the select button. You can play the first episode, add to library if you like the Game of Thrones. You can watch the trailer. You can also hit the select button, and bam, it brings up all the seasons. And I love the extended info mod because not only does it pull up the season, but it gives you specials, just like that would be in the extended box sets. All right, and we're on season 7 right now. Season 7, episode 2 comes up this Sunday. I'm excited. But once again, you can play it directly from here. It's going to give you the add-on list. You can hit it to the library there. And then we know Metallics is having some issues here, but you can play it from any of these add-on sources as well. Same thing, you got recommended by the movie database. You've got official videos. You got YouTube videos. You got your cast. You have crews. So anything that maybe George R.R. Martin, which is the writer of the series, has done, it will actually come up under his information. Studios that are involved, networks that is involved, the releases in the countries that it's involved, genres, and keywords, artwork, fan art, and you got all kinds of good stuff. All right, so we can go ahead and hit backspace, backspace. All right, and that brings up your menu again, okay? All right, so if you click down, you can browse by all movies, browse by year. You can look at actors, actresses, new releases, one-click movies, box set kings, more power, movie madness, Doctor Stream through to Brid, pyramid movies, Wolfpack movies, Duckpool movies, Maverick movies, Movie Dude, Flixnet movies, Elysium movies, Specto movies, Covenant movies, Poseidon movies, Release Hub. So look at the amount of add-ons there you have to view movies on, guys. If you cannot find something under one of those add-ons, something is completely wrong. So we're going to go into one of these just to show you that it works. If we go into box set movies, we'll give it a second to load here. And there you go. These are your box set movies, and this is actually pulled up through Bob. All right, so there you go, guys. Anything that is in a series, you can actually watch from here. So some awesome stuff there. So I wanted to show you that. Let's click one more, new releases. I just want to show you guys that the actual menus are working. All right, and this is actually through Bob as well. You've got HD releases. You got First Kill, Slight, Quiet Passion, Norman. So new releases right here. All right, so some pretty awesome stuff there. And I love the way that you got the scrolling widget there. Keep in mind, if you don't like that view, you can scroll down to options, click enter, and then you can change it to a list if you want, or back to posters. I like the posters list because it looks pretty sharp. That. And if you take it down, you've got the complete fan art there. So I really like that. All right, so let's go back up, and then we're going to scroll over to TV shows. Once again, you go down, you got the scrolling widgets there. As you can see, it's all working properly. No delays, no nothing. We can click on Big Bang Theory. There you go. You've got all the episodes. Click on any one of those seasons, and there's your episodes of each season. All right, so some pretty awesome stuff there. All right, and then you also, under TV shows, you have all TV shows, amazing TV, reality TV, popular TV shows, new TV shows, TV networks, one-click TV shows, TV box sets, classic TV shows, 24/7 TV shows, Telebox, Duckpool TV, Flixnet TV, Elysium TV, Specto TV, Covenant TV, Poseidon TV, and Release Hub. Any number of these we can go into. So let's go into classic TV shows. And there you go. Classic 70s and 80s TV, classic 60s TV. Click on that. And there you go. These guys at Spins TV pay so much close attention to the way that their builds work. That's the one thing that I love about the Spins TV crew. These guys, when they set out to develop an actual build, this is the type of build you get, guys. This is truly the type of build that you get. It's very simple, but it's elegant. The artwork is just beautiful. It flows perfectly. You've got the scrolling widgets that will keep updating, and everything. So far that I've hit everything. You've seen me hit everything, and everything works. It all works. All right. Next menu item is the live TV. All right, so if we click on live TV, now you guys know how I feel about live TV. So it's hit or miss sometimes, and it is either going to work or it's not going to work. All right, it's not much we can do about it. I don't normally recommend live TV through the builds. I would rather you guys pay a little bit of money for a good subscription like Real to Brid, or there's a lot of good live TV subscriptions that you can get, or even cable. You can get basic cable or whatever that's going to be more reliable than some of these builds. But so for this video, we're going to go ahead and go into this one. And there's Canadian channels, UK channels, USA channels. Let's go into USA channels. All right, let's pick one of these out. Let's go into ABC. Okay, it does say slow to load, so let's go and maybe find another one here.
Crossover. Plus, the versatile Sportage, named a KBB.com Best Buy. Nero, the most fuel-efficient crossover. Plus, the versatile Sportage, named a KBB.com Best Buy. Hurry in for great offers on quality SUVs at the Kia Summer SUV Clearance.
There. All right. And so you can see that it works. It just may take a little bit of time to work. Let's try one more. Let's go into FX. That's FXX HD US. All right, and you got all these other live TV channels as well. So this is a lot like having Dish Network on steroids, or DirecTV on steroids, or having premium cable on steroids. There's a lot of options there. All right. Okay, so all we have to do is hit backspace. And that brings us back to live TV. You also have Made in China, Quantum, Live Hub, Maverick IPTV, USA TV, news channels. So you have all the options there in the sub-menus of the live TV as well. All right, moving on. We got sports. You've got sports replays, sports centrals, pro sports, sports devil, sports channel, live sports, and fitness, boxing, pyramid sports. All right. If you click on sports, it brings up all your menus here. Live sports through Sports Devil. You got Sports TV. This is all through Sports Devil. All right. So let's go ahead and click Live Sports. All right. And then you can pick which particular one you want to pull it up. I usually go through First Row Sports EU. All right. And you can pick whichever type of sports you're looking for. Okay, and then there's MLB Network. And at 7:05, you have Philadelphia Phillies versus Milwaukee. All right, you have several links that you can pull it up via. Sometimes you have to go through each one of these links. Like, for instance, you're going to get a load error there. But then you just go to the next one, link 2. And you're going to see if it works. Usually you'll see the button down in the bottom. It'll be like a play button. So we'll try link 3. No stream available. And link 4. Okay, so no stream available. So you can kind of quickly see, I mean, there's some things that you're not going to be able to watch. It's not altogether perfect by no means. But you definitely have a lot of different choices through Sports Devil. And you also have all these other... You got Planet MMA. We'll go into that just to show you the add-on. Give it a second to load here, guys. Usually Planet MMA is one of the most reliable ones. Okay, it looks like it may be a little bit delayed right now if there's a lot of people trying to go into it and watch it. So there's WWE On Demand motor replays. You can go into that. There you go, guys. Latest updates, and then there's all your different types of motorsports that you can watch the replays on. Here's your NASCAR All Series, Indy Lights, IndyCar, and you got all kinds of different ones, okay? So I'm sure, obviously, Planet MMA would work. I'm just being a little bit impatient. All right, guys. All right, next thing we got is kids. You got Stream Hub. You got anime, little ones, classic cartoons. So let's go into one of these. Just make sure it pulls up. I want to show you as many of the add-ons as you can. So there's your add-ons. There's Disney animated. Let's go into that. And there's your list of Disney animated movies. I mean, look at the picture quality, the fan art in the background. I mean, this is just beautiful, guys. Totally beautiful. I mean, everything is really pretty about this whole build. This is a great build, guys. I would definitely recommend you all looking into this one, okay? I mean, you can see the fan art there is just awesome. I watched Lego Batman the other day for probably the 10th time. It's so good. All right, you can also go into kids. And if you go into kids, you have the kids movies as well that are non-Disney. And I know why they've done Resident Evil Vendetta as a kids movie, because it's animated, but it really should not be in there. It really shouldn't. All right, and same thing with Sausage Party. But anyway, you got all of your widgets there that are working perfectly, and your sub-menus are working. There's Disney Originals. We'll go into that real quick, and that was through Elysium. And there you go. So all your Disney Original TV series or shows or movies. All right, so moving on. We got the next thing is horror. You got Fear the Dark, One Click Horror, Wes Craven, Stephen King, Pyramid Horror, horror box sets, and horror movies, Get Scared, Halloween, and horror. So let's just go into that one. And that's going to be pulling up information from Bob. And there you go, guys. So if you're a big horror fan, you've got all kinds of horror movies at your fingertips. All right, let's go one more here. We'll go into Wes Craven. He was the creator of Nightmare on Elm Street. So there's all your Nightmare on Elm Street movies, plus any of the additional ones that he's done. How cool is that? Awesome. All right. We can also click on horror, and that's going to bring up all of your information from Fear of the Dark. All right, some great stuff there. Love the widgets. Love me some widgets. All right, you got extras here. You got themes, crime, 80s movies, Star Wars movies, DC versus Marvel movies, stand-up comedy, Kodi Zone documentaries. I love having Star Wars movies right there. There's all of your Star Wars movies and probably cartoons or mini movies. Yeah, you got the Return of the Jedi, Rogue One. Awesome, guys. Now, I'm telling you guys, these guys from Spins TV know what they're doing. If you click on extras, it doesn't do anything. So we can move on. You got ladies. Under ladies, you got culinary, arts and crafts, ladies lounge, blues movies, chicks flicks, ladies lifestyles, actresses. You can click on ladies, and it'll bring up the information or your movie sources from Bob. So there's Wedding Collection, Heartbreak Hotel, and all kinds of other stuff as well. So pretty awesome. Look at there, guys. Nicholas Sparks novels. So if you want to impress your wife or your girlfriend, there you go. You got all the Nicholas Sparks movies right there in one single section. Awesome. Cannot say anything bad about this build at all. All right. And when we say all, next menu item is all in one. So we've got Stream Hub, Picasso, Wolfpack, The Pyramid, UK Turks, Quantum, Bob, all in one section. That's the one thing that I love about this build, guys. I mean, you have literally a ton of add-ons within this build, and it all just works perfectly, as you can see. It's all working perfectly. No issues. Maybe just a little slow on a couple things, but You know, I'm sure, like, even when I was trying to do the Planet MMA, I'm sure it worked just fine. However, it was probably, there's a lot of viewers probably looking at this particular build because it's so popular. All right, so next is music. You've got Music Zones, TA Streams, Pyramid Radio, UK Turks Radio, Music Source, SoundCloud, Now Music, UMusic. All right, so you got some great options there. If you click on music, this is UMusic menu. So you got top tracks electronic, top tracks house. A lot of great menus there, guys. We've got programs. There's your builds. So if you want to go in and change this builds to something else, you can do that. You got the wizard. You can do a speed test, maintenance. You can update your add-ons from here. You can force update those add-ons, YouTube. And there's Aries Wizard even, guys. So another set of a huge amount of builds. You can save data. There's emulators and ROMs, Android games, Android Zone. So all kinds of amazing add-ons here, guys. This is awesome. You can go into program add-ons, and then there's your program add-ons, guys. All kinds of them right there. Okay, next up is add-ons, and looky there. There's Planet MMA right there. All right, let's go ahead and click on that and see if we can load it better from here. Yeah, it still may be having some issues, but that's one particular add-on out of how many we've have covered. And like I said, if I left it alone, it probably would load, but I just don't have a lot of time in these videos, so I'm not going to sit there and wait. But anyway, so here's all your add-ons here, guys. So as you can see, some of the best of the best. Okay. And you also have your video add-ons there. You got program add-ons, all in add-ons, so you can access it that way. There's your favorites. So anything that you add to your favorites list, that's going to be there. There's your system settings, skin settings, weather, system information. There's your add-on browser and your file manager. So if you want to add anything, there's your two ways of adding. If you go into weather, there you go, guys. So let's go back into weather, go down to options. Okay, and then you just go into settings. You can go from there. If you select weather, then right click, go down to settings. You can change this. You just click enter, and let's say I want to put my zip code in there. Okay, then just hit done. Okay, I'm in West Virginia, so go ahead and click enter. There you go. I've got my actual location in there. So it's going to bring up my weather information and my forecasted weather. And all you have to do is hit OK, and that'll save it, and then back out of it. All right, so not bad, guys. All you have to do is click on that, and there you go. Now you know my weather. It's 84. Feels like 88 with the humidity. We have awful humidity in this area. And it looks like it's going to be a bunch of crap this weekend. Lord have mercy. I've got rain, thunderstorms Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, oh my Lord, and Tuesday. So it looks like we're going to be 40 days and 40 nights of rain, man. All right, so there you go, guys. And then you can go into system settings or skin settings as well. All right, and we're back to search. So tell me what you think about this build, guys. I think it's amazing. If I could give it more 2 thumbs up, I would definitely. It is a great, great device for any devices out there. Or excuse me, I should say great build for any device out there. So try it out. Let me know. And if you guys have a build that you want to see, I'll be more than happy to pull it up and show it to you. All right, guys. So definitely thank you for watching. Make sure you click on the link below and hit subscribe for me. Click that bell as well. That way you guys are notified of any new videos. And keep in mind, contest coming up in the next week, so you're going to have to be able to be a subscribed viewer, and you're going to have to watch my videos, I know, from start to finish, because I'm going to be throwing out hints to you guys throughout the videos, all right? And it's probably going to be a span of 2 or 3 videos that I throw hints, and you're going to have to be able to answer the question, the final question, with those hints. All right, so we're going to have some fun doing this, but trust me, it will be worth it, all right? I know I like to talk a lot, and I do apologize, but it will be worth it for sure, because I want to see how many dedicated viewers we have, all right? So thank you, guys. You all have a great weekend, and I will be back with you tomorrow, because like you know, I always try to do a video a day. So see you guys tomorrow. You guys have a great night. Enjoy your weekend, and God bless you guys. Take care.